Hello friends, in this video we will learn a complete design of a spur gear by using a PhD data book in a very simple step question. Design a spur gear drive to transmit 25 horsepower at 850 rpm speed. Reduction ratio is 2.5. Material for pinion and gear are 35C8 steel and FG300 respectively. Take pressure angle of 20 degree. Design bending stress for pinion material is 85 Newton per mm square and surface endurance limit for pinion material is 620 Newton per mm square. So first we will find the given, what are the given in the question we will find out now. So power is given, P is equal to 25 horsepower. So 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. So we will convert this horsepower into a watt. So multiply 25 into 746. So we will get 18.65 into 10 raised to 3 watt. So this power, the power we get is the rated power. So now we will find the nominal power. So to find the nominal power, there is a formula which is rated power into service factor. So rated power we got 18.865 into 10 raised to C. So service factor we will here assume medium duty, which is value 1.5. For light duty the value is 1.2 and for heavy it is 2.5. So always as sometimes the service factor value is given in the question, so take that value, and when in the question not given, so always assume 1.5 value. So rated power into service factor, after calculating this we will get 27.975 into 10 raised to 3 watt, which is will be our nominal power. Next RPM, RPMs given 850 rpm, which will be a n is equal to 850 rpm. Speed reduction ratio is 2.5. So I is equal to 2.5. Next material given pinion 35C8 and gear FG300. Alpha will be a pressure angle. Alpha is a pressure angle. Take pressure angle is equal to 20 degree. So alpha is 20 degree. Sigma B bending stress given in question for pinion is 85 Newton per mm square, and endurance limit also is given in the question, which is 620 Newton per mm square. So this was the we have selected taken all the given from the question. Now we will move to the first step number 1, which is a basic selection. This basic selection will be common in all the spur gear design. So first parameter is tooth profile. Tooth profile will be involute. Next pressure angle given in the question, which is 20 degree. Type of tooth will be a full depth tooth, and quality of gear cut is precision cut. Then gearbox is symmetric. These whole 5 parameter will be same as it is in every numerical of spur gear. Sometimes some parameters are mentioned in the question, according to that select that only, then don't assume this. Okay, if in question nothing specify, then you can assume these parameters. Okay, so this will be a basic selection, which is a step 1. So here step 1 completed. Now move to the step 2. Step 2 is the number of teeth on pinion. We have to find number of teeth on pinion and gear, which will be a Z1 and Z2. Z1 will denote for pinion and Z2 will denote for gear. So formula for Z1 is 2 into FO upon sine square alpha. This formula you will get on PSG 8.1. Okay, on PSG 8.1 you will get this formula. And so here FO. Okay, so where FO is 1. What is FO? FO is the height factor. There are two values for FO. One is 1 and other is 0.8. One is the value 1 is taken the value 1 is taken for the standard tooth gear. Okay, the value 1 is taken for standard tooth gear, and the value 0.8 is taken for stub gear tooth. And some in question sometime it mention the height factor will be a stub gear tooth, then you have to take the value 0.8. If in the question nothing mentioned, then always take a standard tooth gear, and the value will be these for the value will be a 1. Okay, so FO is equal to 1. Next, in this then substitute the values in this 2 into 1 upon sine square alpha. Sine square alpha value you know in given in the question, which is pressure angle which is 20 degree. So alpha will be 20 degree, and after solving this we get the value of Z1 which is 18. As we get the value of Z1, move to the next, we will find a Z2. For finding Z2, the formula is I is equal to Z2 upon Z1. We know the value of I which is given in the question 0.25. Okay, 0.25 is the value of I. So 0.25 is equal to Z2 will be unknown upon Z1. Z1 we get earlier which is 18. After solving this we get the value of Z2. One thing is to remember in this, if the value of Z1 and Z2 has a common divisor, hence we have to add one hunting tooth on a gear. Okay, for example, we take Z1 is equal to 18 and Z2 is equal to 72. So 18 and 72 as a common divisor, so we add a one hunting tooth on the Z2. So on Z2 we add one hunting tooth which will be 70. It will move from 72 to 73. So new value of Z1 and Z2 will be, Z1 will be 18 as it is, and Z2 after adding one hunting tooth Z2 will be 73. Okay, then after we get Z1 and Z2, the value we get Z1 and Z2, we will find a modified reduction ratio. Okay, to find this modified reduction ratio we will use the same formula. The same formula we will use, and in place of I we will put nothing value, no value we will put, and Z value of Z2 will be 45 divided by 18, and we will get I value which will be 2.5. Sometimes the value remains same as it is given in the question, but sometimes the value change, so we have to find this modified reduction ratio value. So I will be equal to 2.5. Moving to the next step, which is step number 3, calculating the Lewis form factor. To calculate the Lewis form factor, we will get this formula on PSG 8.50. Okay, on PSG 8.50 we will get this formula. Y1 is equal to pi y. This is the formula to find the Lewis form factor. Okay, so Y1 we have to find, Y1 denotes for pinion and Y2 denotes for gear. So Y1 is equal to pi small y. So here small y, the formula of small y, it depends. There are three formula of small y on PSG 8.50. So according to your selection, as we selected pressure angle 20 degree which is given in the question, and tooth profile. Okay, pressure angle and tooth profile. So for 20 degree involute we will select the formula will be based on 20 degree involute. So the formula will come y is equal to 0.154 minus 0.912 upon Z1. Okay, there are three formula. One is for 14.5 involute, second is for 20 degree involute, and third is for 20 degree involute stub teeth. So according to our selection we will select the second formula. Okay, then after solving these, putting the values, Z1 values is 18 as we get here. Earlier we got the Z1 value 18, so we will put here Z1 value, and after solving this we will get the value of Y1 which is 0.325. Next we will find for same formula will be there, and we will find for gear. Y2 is equal to pi small y. Here small y is equal to 0.154 minus 0.912 upon Z2. Z2 value will be 45, and after solving we will get this value also for gear which will be y2 is equal to 0.4201. So here we find in step number 3 we find the Lewis form factor for pinion as well as gear. After finishing this, we will move to the next step, which is step number 4, material selection. If in question material is given, then we have to take that material only. If the in question not given the material, then we will select the material from PSG data book 8.4. From there we will select the material for pinion as well as for gear. So here in question as mentioned, the material for pinion is 35C8 and for gear is FG300, and for pinion bending stress also given, endurance limit also given, and for gear this value you can get from the data book. Ultimate stress and yield strength you will get from the data book. Then move to the for gear, we will find for gear bending stress. So formula is equal to 1.4 upon n into kb1 upon k sigma into sigma minus 1. Okay, so this formula you will get from PSG 8.18. On PSG 8.18 this formula you will get. Okay, so here the value of n stands for factor of safety. How we will select this value? So for selecting this value we will go on PSG page number 8.19, table number 20, which is factor of safety. As we have material for pinion and gear, so according to this we will select the material steel and cast iron, and for that tempered or normalized, select tempered or normalized, and the factor of value for that is 2. So the value of n will be a 2. Okay, so value of n will be 2. Next, so value of kb1, what stands for kb1? Kb1 stands for life factor for bending, and this value we will get from data book page number 8.2, table number 22. In number of cycles greater than 10⁷, that, and kb1 value is 1. For that kb1 value is 1, so we will take the value of kb1 is equal to 1. Next value for k sigma. K sigma denotes fillet stress concentration factor, and this value we will get from the data book page number 8.19, table number 21. So table number 21, from that we will select steel normalized surface hardness, and the middle one value we will select, which is 1.5. so sigma value will be 1.5. Next, sigma minus 1, this is known as endurance limit. Endurance limit, for this there is one formula which you will get on data book PSG 8.19. On 8.19 we will select a forged steel, and formula for forged steel is sigma 1 is equal to 0.25 sigma u plus sigma y plus 500. Okay, this is the formula of endurance limit. And after putting all the values in this, we will get the sigma b2 of gear. Sigma b2 of gear we will get. So sigma b2 will be bending stress of gear, we will get 1715 kgf. We will convert it into Newton per mm square, which is 171.5 Newton per mm square. Next, we will find the permissible contact stress. This we find this permissible bending stress. Now we will find permissible contact stress. For permissible contact stress we have to find for both pinion and gear. So we will find for pinion, pinion will be sigma c1 is equal to cb into hb1 into kc1. This formula you will get at PSG 8.16. Okay, for at 8.16 you will get the formula where cb is the coefficient depending on the surface hardness, and this value we will get from table number 16, which is on the same page. And we will take this value 25. Okay, so we will take this value to 25 for the material carbon steel and alloy steel of any type, normalize or hardened temper, and surface hardness is less than 350. For that the value of CB is 25. Kc1 is the life factor which we will get from the table number 17, which is on data book page number 8.17, and for this the value is 1. We will take the value 1, which is you will get from data book page number 1.17. And next is surface hardness, which is HB1. So surface hardness for this is 187. You will get from this value, you will get from PhD data book page number 1.9. you will get this value of surface hardness, which is 187. After solving, we get the value, which is 4675 kgf, and converting it into Newton per mm square, which is 467.5. okay, so moving to the next step, and next step is deciding the weaker element. In this step we will decide which is a weaker element, it is pinion or gear. So first we will find the strength factor for pinion as well gear. Strength factor we denote it as S, denoting as S, and S1 denote for pinion and S2 denote for gear. The formula is sigma B1 into Y1, and for gear is sigma B2 into Y2. Sigma B1 we know the value for the pinion. Okay, for the pinion sigma B1 is 85. Okay, so here 85 into Y1. In step number 3 we have find the calculating the Lewis form factor, and Y1 is denoting for pinion, so Y1 value will be 0.325. So 0.325. so after solving this we will get S1 is equal to 27.625. same for the gear, S2 is equal to sigma B2. we got the value of sigma B2 here, and next will be Y2. we got the value here, Y2 is equal to 0.4201, and after putting the values and solving we get the value of Y2, which is 72.047. so as here we with these two value we notice that S1 is less than S2. okay, so our weaker element, so the value of pinion is less, so it will be a weaker element, hence pinion is weaker element and it need to be redesigned. So as we know now, in this step we know pinion is weaker element, so in next step we will redesign the weaker element. So next step is step number 6, which is redesigning the weaker element, and weaker element is a pinion. So in this first step, in this first sub steps is design based on bending criteria. Design based on bending criteria. For this from PSG 8.13a, from this page we will get this formula. I am greater than equal to 1.26 into cube under root mt upon y1 into sigma b1 into psi m into z1. okay, so here y1 is equal to y1, as now only as we know the weaker element is pinion, so now only remember the value of only pinion only. Forgot about the gear value, whatever you removed, whatever you calculated the value for the gear, now forget it, only remember the value of pinion. okay, so here y1 will be the Lewis form factor of the pinion, which we know 0.325. sigma b1 bending stress value for the pinion, which is 85, in question also given. Then psi m 10, psi m value will be 10, it is assumed, and sometimes the in question width and module is given, at that time you have to find the psi m value. So psi m, for finding this, that is a formula, psi m is equal to b upon m. but in this question we don't have this both value, we don't have, and this formula is on PSG page number 8.14. from there you can get the value of psi m, but in this case we don't have these two values, so we will assume psi m is equal to 10. Next, z1 is for pinion. Z1 denotes for number of teeth on pinion, so we have got this value in step number 2. Z1 is equal to 18. Now the remaining value is empty. For this empty, move to the page number, PSG page number 8.15. there you will get the formula of empty. Empty formula is small empty into kdk. Okay, these you will get on PSG 8.15, where small empty, now where small, now this kdk, you have to you will get the value there itself only. Now to how you will decide this kdk value. So as in step number 1 we selected how our gearbox will be. Our gearbox will be symmetric, as we selected our gearbox is symmetric. So at PSG page number 8.15 the formula is there, and at that page only you will get the value of kdk. Kdk value initially assumed for symmetric scheme. Symmetric scheme, so symmetric scheme, for that you have there is given a value for kdk for symmetric scheme is 1.13. Sorry, 1.3. 1.3 is the value for symmetric. Okay, 1.3 is the value. As we get the kdk value, so remaining is empty. So how we will find for this small empty? So small empty formula is this is the formula you have to remember, which is np is equal to 2 pi n1 into small empty upon 60. So this here np is the nominal power. We have find the nominal power at the give here nominal power, which is 27.975, and rpm also n1 also given, which is 850 rpm. So np we know, n1 also we know, small empty it will be unknown, and after solving this we will get here small empty. We get empty is equal to 314.28 Newton mm is equal to 314.28 into 10⁻³ Newton mm. Okay, we get the value of small empty. As we get this value, we will put this value here in equation 1. We will put the value in equation 1. Here we will put the value empty value into kdk value is 1.3. After putting this value we will get this empty, this capital empty we will get, and as this capital empty we get, we will directly put here. Here in equation A we will put the capital empty value, and after complete solving this we will get the module m. We will get this small m we will get. Okay, so see here, as we get empty, so now from equation 1, from this equation we will get capital empty, which is capital empty denotes nominal twisting moment. We will get nominal twisting moment. This we will get 314, it will be 471.42 into 10⁻³ Newton mm. We will get this value, and after getting this value we will put in the main equation A. Empty here value we will put, and all other value we will put and substitute. We will get small m, and this small m denotes module. So small m we will get 12.37 with 12.37. Okay, now increasing this module by 20%. So by increasing module by 20% we get new module, which is 14.844. We will get new module. We will get new module which is 14.844, and this is not a standard, this is a calculated value. Okay, so for selecting the standard module we will move on PSG page number 8.2. From there we will select the standard module. For selecting standard module, go on PSG 8.2 and see the module table, and from there you can see, take the next value of 14, and the next value of 14 is 16. So our standard module will be 16. Okay, so 16 will be our standard module. So as in step number 6 we get the module, so in step number 7 we will check for the dynamic load. Okay, so let us first calculate beam strength of tooth. So for pinion, Fs1 is equal to sigma b1 into b1 into y1 into m. So here where b, so to find b there is an formula psi m into m. Okay, psi m into m. Psi m we have assumed here psi m is equal to 10, as I told to assume psi m is equal to 10, and m module we got the 16, so 10 into 16, so we get b is equal to 160 mm. Next y1 value, you know, we have found the Lewis form factor in step number 3. There you will get the y1 for pinion value will be 0.325. Small m, which will denote module, we earlier find small m 16 mm, so 16. And sigma b1 for pinion, sigma b1 will be 85 Newton per square. So after putting all the values in this equation, we will get Fs1, which will be 7,720 Newton, which will converting 7,072 kgf. Okay, now here we will check for dynamic load, and dynamic load are checked by two conditions. One is Buckingham equation and other is by bath velocity या Lewis dynamic load या velocity method. Okay, from these two methods we can check the dynamic load. So we will go first, we will check through a bath velocity. It is also known as Lewis dynamic load. It is also known as velocity method. It has 3 different names. Okay, depending on your question what it is asked. Sometimes they ask solve by check dynamic load by velocity method. Sometimes they ask in question check dynamic load by Buckingham equation. So according to that you use the formula and check it. So we will see for this for first. So equation is for formula is Fd is equal to Ft into Cv. This formula you will get on data book page number 8.51. On 8.51 you will get this formula. 8.51 you will get this formula. Here Fd is equal to Ft into Cv. So to find, first we will find Ft, where Ft is equal to 2 into mt upon d1. This formula you will get on PSG 8.57. As in this mt, this is twisting moment, which we already find in the above. Twisting mt is equal to 471.42. okay, so putting this value here, and d1, what will be d1? D1 is equal to m into z1. This formula you will get on PSG 8.22. so d1 is equal to m into z1. M denotes module, which we found here, which is 16, and z1 we know the number of teeth on pinion, which we found on step number 2. Z1 will be 18. So after 2 into mt value and 16 into 18, so we will get the value of Ft. Ft will be 3273.75. Next we will find Cv. So there are many different there are 4 to 5 formula for Cv. So how we will select this formula? So as we selected, as now go in step number 1, basic selection. What we selected here? Quality for gear, quality for gear cut. Quality for gear cut we selected precision cut. So now for selecting this Cv formula, as we selected precision cut, so now you can see page number 8.51 data book. There you will get for Cv many formulas are there. So for precision wheel, take formula for precision wheel. You will get the formula 5.5 into Vm half upon 5.5. okay, this is formula for precision cut. Okay, this is for precision cut formula Cv. So now here Vm is peripheral linear pitch line surface means या tangential velocity. You can call anything for Vm. Okay, there are many different names. So first we will find for Vm. Vm is equal to pi by 60 into d1 into n1. We know the value of n1 850 which is given in the question. D1 as I have set this formula, put the values and find the values of d1. So d1 will be 0.228 meter. Okay, answer here you will get the answer in mm. Okay, answer will be mm, convert it into meter. D1 will be in meter. So after putting the value we get Vm is equal to 12.81 meter per second. Okay, note this value. And second, calculate another value which will be multiplying this answer into 60 is equal to 769.06, which will be meter per minute. We require both value in second also and in minute also. So it there itself remove both the value because both value are going to use further. So now putting all the values in this CV, you will get the final value of CV which is 1.650. Okay, you will get 1.650 CV value. As you get CV value, now move to the main equation. This is your main equation. FD is equal to FT into CV. You know the value of FT, you know the value of CV. Put the value here and substitute, calculate it, you will get the FD. So here you will get the FD value 5401.68 Newton. So FD is less than FS. FS is here 70,720 Newton. So for this is greater. So here it is less, hence safe under dynamic load. So it is safe under dynamic load. Okay. Next we will check dynamic load by using Buckingham dynamic load. Okay, by using this, and this formula you will get on PSG 8.51. there itself you will get the formula on the same page. You will get this formula. Okay, so now here Vm. So this Vm, so value of this Vm we will using meter per minute. Remember this, here Vm you have to use meter per minute. Don't use meter per second, otherwise your answer will be wrong. Use meter per minute. Next move to the C. What we go on PSG 8.53. As you go there, select tooth form. Which tooth form you select? 20 degree full depth. And for go on PSG 8.53, there select the tooth form 20 degree full depth, and in that select steel and cast iron, which will be you given 8150 E. Okay, so now value of E, the value of E will be the exactly side table, which is E is expected error. So our module is 16, we get module 16. So here we will take 10 and precision gear, go in the column of precision gear, and for 10 module the value is 0.022. Okay, so 0.022, and after multiplying you will get the value of C. Then comes to the value of B. B you will get 160 mm, convert it into meter, and value of B you have got, value of B you will get from here, which formula is Im into m. It is 160 mm, but here you have to keep it into meter. So it will convert into 0.16 meter. FT you know the value, as you removed here only the value of FT. Value of FT is 3273. Okay, next Vm will be the same, meter per minute, and C upper, B also same value. Or okay, now substitute all the value, you will get the value of FD. So FD you are getting 5365.08 Newton. you get the value of FD, which is 5365.08 Newton. So hence it is less than Fs. Our Fs value is C. This is which is less than this. So our design is safe through Buckingham dynamic load. Also our design is safe. Now we will move to the next step, step number 8, which is check for wear load and wear strength. Now we will check for wear load and wear strength. If this is asked in the question, then only solve it, as you can skip this step. So now checking for wear load and wear strength from PSG 8.51. From this page number you will get this formula. Okay, on this page 8.51 you will get this formula. Fw is equal to d1 q k b, where d1 is equal to 288 mm, q is equal to, on this page itself, page number 8.5 itself, for formula for q also given. Q is equal to 2I upon I plus 1. So we know the value of I is reduction ratio, which is given in the question, 2.5. so putting 2.5 value and solving, so we get q is equal to 1.4285. okay, now d1 q k, q we know. Now k, how to find k? K we know, on the same page itself the formula for k also given. K is equal to sigma c1 square into sin alpha 1 upon e1 plus 1 upon e2 upon 1.4. okay, so sigma c1 is a contact stress we have calculated in material selection step number 4. In step number 4 we have got the value for the contact stress for pinion. So from there take it, then we got sin alpha is the pressure angle, which is 20 degree, then 1 upon e1 plus 1 upon e2. So where will we get this value of e1 and e2? So now we will find how we will get value of e1 and e2. So e1 and e2 are both similar. E1 and e2 are denoted as, they are called as equivalent Young's modulus. So this value you will get on data book page number 8.14. on data book page number 8.14, on page number 8.14 you will get the value of e1 and e2, which will be 2.15 into 10 raised to 5. okay, now now from this you will get the value of k. So value of k will be 0.2483, and the value of b is 160 mm. So after putting all the values in this equation, we will get the value of Fw will be 16,344.41 Newton. So Fw is greater than Fd. We got Fw 16,344, whereas Fd we have Fd 5,000, so it is greater. So Fw is greater and Fd is less, so hence design is safe. So next step we will move on, next step, which is step number 9, gear set proportion. In this, whatever data we have calculated, we will write in one table. Z1 is 18, Z2 45, module 16, B is 160, and C we for C is equal to 0.25 into M. This formula you will get on PSG 8.22. On PSG 8.22 you will get the value of C is equal to 0.25 M. M is 16, so 0.25 into 16, which will be the 4. okay, and this will be the final table, which is pinion gear pitch circle diameter. This all formula you will get on data book page number 8.22. pitch center distance, d1 is equal to m into z1, d2 is equal to m into z2. Tip diameter formula is there, root diameter, everything will get on data book page number 8.22. okay, next is ratio of Fw and Fd. okay, ratio of Fw and Fd is known as FOS in wear. okay, so Fw value and Fd we get 3.04. then ratio of Fs and Fd. is known as FOS in bending, factor of safety in bending, and it gets 1.13. Sometime in question it asks also calculate the factor of safety in wear and factor of safety in bending. So this should, you have to know what is factor of safety in wear and in bending. So ratio of FW and FD is known as FOS in wear, ratio of FS and FD known as FOS in bending. Thank you.